California Correctional Institution, Coachella, California.
Hello, everybody.
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hey,
Are
Neil.
we all good?
We're all good. Hey, Neil. We're live. How's it going?
Oh, okay. Did you already do an intro?
This is the intro. This is it. This is the Jeff
This
Show.
is the intro. All right.
Talking with Neil.
That's right. Welcome to another edition of BFF with Jeff. Yeah.
That's right.
Neil and Jeff.
I'm glad I get to share this day with you. Bring it live, reporting sad news,
Yeah.
but having a good topic on. Of course, everyone knows that today, July 22nd, 2025, Ozzy Osbourne, John Osbourne has passed away,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Damn, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't.
As soon as we were talking about it, I was like, man, we need to do a show for Ozzy, man.
Yeah,
He definitely is worthy, and there's a lot of things to talk about when it comes to Ozzy, man. He's just larger than life. He's just been an icon just for so long. I mean, it's funny. It's like all the white boys don't, the amazing white boy news. Ozzy Osbourne died today.
yeah. Theo from the Cosby Show passed away as well, but not as important to me, to probably a lot of people.
No, man.
As Ozzy, because he's so
To
iconic.
be honest, it didn't hit me like
No.
I grew up watching the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, he's a familiar face, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's sad because he was so young, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened with it. But
He
Ozzy,
drowned.
man, like, dude, like I know he drowned, but I'm saying, I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? He drowned, or I don't know. Like, I heard that somebody else had gotten injured and went to the hospital, and that person lived. So
Oh, wow.
I don't really know what was going on. I don't know if they were drinking and swimming, or if they were on a boat and he fell off, or I have no idea. But like, like as sad as that is, like the Ozzy thing, it just that hit me, man. Like that hit me right in the solar plexus, bro. You know what I mean?
And I broke the news to you, right? And this is almost like 10 minutes ago. You didn't even know.
Yeah. I didn't even know. Exactly. I didn't even know. I had no idea. I hadn't heard. And as soon as you said it to me, I was like, man, dude, and I felt like there was like, if we just started trying
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
hate that bitch. Yeah, we just, we sort of were like, so tired of her. No, but we just started reminiscing a little bit, and as soon as we started talking about it, I was like, man, we gotta do a show. Because I knew that all the stories that we had to share, the things we had to talk about, I mean, it was something to be put out there. And I think that other people it's gonna resonate with a lot of people,
Yeah, I'm glad again it's with you because we share music, we talk music, and
yeah.
It's it hit me in the feels. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was working at the time.
I know you even said your sons were impacted.
They were shedding tears. I was working. I had to tell my boss, like, I know this sounds silly, but Ozzy just passed away, and I have to take a few moments. It's like a family member had passed away. It wasn't just, oh damn. It was like, we knew this day was coming, unfortunately, for quite a while, especially after the Back to the Beginning concert from July 5th. You could tell he held on as long as he could. Some people think maybe that final show kind of, whatever. That's what he wanted to do. That's how he wanted to go. So
yeah, I mean, maybe that show was necessary for him to get a little bit of closure. Coming to think about it, man, that man, since he was in his very, very early 20s, has been entertaining people from the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's been his life. That's what he wanted to do. I mean, I read I Am Ozzy, his autobiography, and he had a couple jobs in factories and like slaughterhouses and shit when he was really young. But he never wanted to be a blue-collar worker. He respected blue-collar workers because his dad was a blue-collar worker, but that's not what he wanted to do, man. He didn't want to punch a time clock. He didn't want to answer to any bosses. You know what I mean? He wanted to be his own boss, and he wanted to be his own, you know what I mean, his own reason for getting up in the morning, you know what I mean? And since he started performing at a very, very young age, I mean, that's what he's done. You know what I mean? And he's lived his life from the stage. So it's very possible that last date that you're talking about, that was necessary for him to sort of kind of put an ending on his story for himself. You know
I agree, 100%. You know, it's one of those cases where he's holding on because he needs that closure. He needs that final goodbye to everybody.
Exactly. I wish, unfortunately, I mean, I am in prison, so I don't get an opportunity to see a lot of really, really cool stuff. So I'm disappointed that I can't have access to the internet right now, because I'm sure that everybody's going to be sharing all kinds of posts and all kinds of, you know what I mean, like, you know, clips and stuff like that. And I wish that I could do the same. So I would kind of appreciate you doing this with me.
Yeah.
This is my ability to kind of like have a little bit of closure myself by doing this show with you. So thanks, man, for including me, man. That's awesome.
And the place to be today is actually Ozzy's Boneyard on SiriusXM. Jose Manga, he's doing the hosting right now, and he's having people call in. I've been trying to call in to get on the show to share my memories on it, but they're playing nothing but Ozzy and Black Sabbath, as they should. And you know this, you've heard of the station, I'm sure, Ozzy's Boneyard. If not, it's it's a great channel.
I can guarantee right now in LA, KLOS, which is 95.5 KLOS, which is the rock station in LA, and it's a seminal rock station. I was in county fighting the case for 5 years, and while I was there, that's when Eddie Van Halen died, and that's when Taylor Hawkins died from Foo Fighters. And both of those days, as soon as you know, the story came across the wire, all they did was play, you know what I mean, Van Halen songs all day, and all they did was play, you know what I mean, Foo Fighters song all day. I mean, all the way until the nighttime. It was awesome. So I guarantee that right now today, KLOS in LA is playing nothing but Ozzy songs.
I'm sure, as they should be. They better be, man.
As it should be. Yeah, as it should be. Guarantee it.
Let's get to the story. So what Ozzy Osbourne stories do you have? Like, when did you first start listening to him?
Okay, so you know what? Honestly, when I was young, man, I started using drugs pretty young, and one of my first like memories that I have is my mom was trying to like find a way to be able to like connect with me and sort of get me to like think about, I guess, like the choices I was making. So I was making bad choices, already getting high, running the streets. And she told me this story. I was probably 14 years old. And she told me the story about when she was in high school and she went to a Black Sabbath concert and she was dosing on acid, and she ended up having to leave the concert, and she went home and like and she literally was hallucinating cartoon devils. With these little pitchforks were like looking her in the face. And so for some reason after that, like throughout my entire life, I always equated Ozzy Osbourne with cartoon devils, with little cartoon pitchforks.
That's funny.
But like, you know, my mom was just trying to like, yeah. I was like, but only thing I got out of that story was like, damn, I wish I could have saw Black Sabbath dosed on acid. it totally worked against my mom. Like, I wanted to have that memory. You know what I mean? She was trying to use it as a cautionary tale to like scare me away, and I was like, damn, that sounds awesome.
He was definitely known as acid rocker. Yeah. That's how I was introduced to him, and I was.
Yeah,
I think I was 9 years old, and actually you can't see my background right now on Zoom, but I have Speak of the Devil live album from Ozzy. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, right.
And it's got him on the cover.
That's a great album.
His mouth is open, and he's got like that jelly-looking blood stuff coming out of his mouth. So we bought this cassette tape, and it was a bootleg at the swap meet. You could buy them for $5. You know, they'd take it and they'd re-record it.
Right.
They'd print out the cover, but it's kind of blurry. So. And of course, it's all covers of Black Sabbath songs. So this is my first entry to Black Sabbath and Ozzy. And
I was surprised the first time I heard. I was so surprised the first time I heard that album. So I was like, "Wait, this is Black Sabbath songs, not like with Ozzy's band." You know what I
Right.
mean? So you got to hear like Randy Rhoads. I think Randy Rhoads was
No,
the guitarist
no.
already.
It was Terry Gillis.
Was it Randy or with the chick? Oh, Terry Gillis. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
I think this
Okay,
might have
go ahead.
been after Randy Rhoads might have passed away at this point in time. This is the transition. And
Okay.
Terry Gillis, and
Okay.
if I'm wrong, forgive me, guys. I'm pretty sure it's Terry. I know it wasn't Zach, and it wasn't Jake E. Lee, which I love as well. He was freaking phenomenal guitar player.
Jake E. Lee was awesome.
But Terry Gillis
Yeah,
ripped
Jake
it
E.
up.
Lee was great.
Yeah, he took that
Okay.
Tony Iommi riffs and he really tore it up. So, but this
Oh
was,
yeah.
my dad and I, we played this in our Audi cassette tape to and from town. We would barbecue, playing some Black Sabbath, and it opened the floodgate for me to listen to Black Sabbath and then Ozzy.
Right,
And
right.
my dad would,
Right.
and this is when Ozzy was scary. Okay, this is before the Osbourne show. The album cover with him with the blood coming out of his mouth and holding crosses, the Prince of Darkness. So he was, to me, he was demonic. My dad called it acid rock, as you mentioned, because of drugs. So
right,
it piqued the interest. Like the music is so addicting. Like I have so many Ozzy stories. It's not even funny that we can go over,
Yeah. My first album that like I connected to, was No More Tears. No More Tears came out, I think, in like 91.
Yep.
And that's right when I was like buying my own albums and everything, you know what I mean? So I bought that album, and Shaq Wilde is just like such an amazing guitar player, man. There's so many great ballads on that album. That is just like, to me, No More Tears was one of those albums that you listen from the beginning to end, and it's flawless. Like every song, like even the song selection, like the way that they chose which song goes after another, like it's just perfect, man. It's a roller coaster ride, and like, man, and I got to see some of the clips from the induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it was really awesome to see Jelly Roll singing "Mama, I'm Coming Home," and it was just like that's one of my favorite.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite songs, dude. Yeah. I love that song, and I remember, man, I had a Shelly years and years ago. It was during my second term. I was serving like 15 years. I had a Lifer Shelly, and that was his favorite song because his mom had passed away while he was doing time. And he knew that he never was going to be able to see his mom again unless he died and goes to heaven, at least in his mind. I'm not saying I believe in that myself, but he believed in that.
Right.
And Mama, I'm Coming Home. Like that song is just, it's special to a lot of people. Special to me. I'm a mama's boy, man. I'm tight with my mom. So any song that, like, you know what I mean, is for a mom kind of history, but that is by far is my favorite song.
Same here.
From a son to a mom, man.
And you don't know this because obviously you can't have access to certain shows on, say, like YouTube or. So that was one of the last songs that he sang. He did a set recently,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Back at the beginning tour. So
we know, lady.
He did 4 Ozzy songs and like 4 or 5 Black Sabbath. But Mama, I'm Coming Home was definitely one of the songs that he sang, and he was tearing up during it. So that's definitely a special song for everybody.
Oh, man.
And when that album came out, yes, I bought that on cassette, but this time it wasn't bootleg. I got the actual cassette of Ozzy, and I saw him on that tour. I saw him and it was 92. It was called the No More Tours. He was going to retire. Can you imagine back in 92, him retiring at this point?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it was like, fuck, you better see Ozzy now.
Think about, he was going to retire in 92, and they hadn't even started Ozfest yet.
Right.
Think about how much of a career he still had after 92 when he was planning on retiring. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
What a behemoth of an entertainer, man. That dude is something else. I got a couple more stories, man. So let me call you back, man, and we can finish this up.
Yes, call us back.
All right, dude. All right, call back. Neil.
An incarcerated individual at
Neil's
the
back.
California Correctional Institution.
It was like 10 minutes. I was getting worried.
California. This call and your telephone number will be
Want to finish this up just right, guys.
Have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call.
Magic
To
fingers.
accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
He's back.
Finally, I'm back, man. Of course, right when I need to be able to call back at a reasonable time, the tablet decided to go on the fritz. It kept
Okay.
saying I had a call already. It kept going, you have a call already active. I'm like, damn. So I had to keep trying, and it wasn't working. And someone told me a little hack to do really quickly, and I did it, and I was able to get through it. So,
well, Ozzy bless you, man.
Apologize about that.
No, I know how these things go, and I'm glad you got back with this because that was no way to end it.
I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like, dude, somehow, some way, throughout the day in a penitentiary, you're going to find something that tests your patient. I'm telling you. It's just, dude, just being in an environment like this, something's going to happen, man. And I'm telling you, I'm starting to get angry, and I was like, okay, just hold it together, to get through.
You did it.
Yeah.
I was going to say just one thing would go wrong today. I would think one thing an hour could go wrong in there.
Yeah. No, you know what? I had a pretty good day, man. I had a pretty good day. Besides that, so anyway, yeah, we're back to our memorialization of Ozzy Osbourne, man.
Yeah. And we were talking about, I was just touching on that. I did see Ozzy, the No More Tours tour, and it was Ugly Kid Joe open for him and Slaughter. And I did like both bands at the time.
Man.
And this is at the Desert Sky Pavilion. It's now like the Cricket Pavilion or something in Phoenix in July. Hot as fuck. I was a kid, teenager with my parents, and I felt like I was in the presence of God, man. Just seeing Ozzy because I was a huge fan and seeing him live was fucking crazy. Right. It's just, and his Jack was there as a little kid. He brought Jack out on stage, little Tyke, he came out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That's the first time.
That's awesome.
I've seen it at least 2 or 3 times after that in my life.
Okay. Well, do you remember what type of what type of tour or whatever it was that he was under? So, tell us about.
I'll tell about the other one. So
let's hear about the other shows.
The next one was 2000 or 2001, right after 9/11 happened. And it was going to be called the Black Tours Tour with Rob Zombie. So they had to change it, and I don't remember what it was, but they couldn't call it that because we were a country in mourning, so they couldn't call it the Black Christmas Tour because that was just too creepy. Right. So the album came out. What was it? It's him on the cross.
What was that? Ozman Cummins?
That's the greatest hits album. That might have been. It was the he was on the cross. It was like the X-ray. God, what's it? Hey Vin, what's the album called that Ozzy was on when he was on the cross with the X-ray vision? It's not back on Earth.
Dude, if your kid knows this,
it was Down to Earth or back on Earth, something like that. Down to Earth.
Dude, your kid knows that? Dude, you're a badass dad, bro.
Of course. I'm just disappointed that I couldn't bring them to see Ozzy. They love Ozzy. Yeah.
I love it. I love it that you could turn your offspring, you know what I mean? And get that answer. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's rock and roll right there.
Hell yeah. So that was a good show, and that was Rob Zombie. That's when he premiered a little clip of House of a Thousand Corpses because it wasn't out yet. He was trying to find a distributor, so he played, I don't know, 15 minutes from the movie. And I bought a shirt that was House of a Thousand Corpses. And it was 2-sided, and it was really gory. It had like a corpse on both sides. I love that shirt. I couldn't really wear it much. It was just as bad as a Cradle of Filth shirt, So that's that tour.
Yeah.
And then I saw him in 2003 at Ozfest, and I have a lot of stories from Ozfest. This is again Phoenix, also July, also hot as fuck. And I remember I got heat stroke. I'm assuming that's what a heat stroke because I wasn't drinking. And it was so hot, and the fire department was there, and they were giving out water, but it tasted like pool water. The chlorine was so bad, it's going to dehydrate anyway. Wow. So I passed out on a curb.
Oh, wow.
I passed out.
Oh wow.
And then I woke up and there's like people standing around me. Like you don't think anyone, like no one offered to help me and shit.
Wow.
They're in line to meet somebody. And then Zach Wilde drove by in a golf cart
Damn.
and he pointed and laughed at me,
Wow.
thinking I'm probably drunk. I'm like, no, I might have died from fucking heat stroke. And there's people standing over me in line.
My
They
God.
probably think I'm drunk too, you know?
Wow.
That was a great show. So who was at Ozfest 2003? Marilyn Manson was there. I think that was the first time I saw Marilyn Manson.
Oh,
Korn was there.
hell
Disturbed.
yes.
Cradle of Filth was there, and I met all of them, and I got the autograph, and they're wearing leather, stupidly in Phoenix. Yeah, it was a meet and greet for Cradle of Filth. I had their autograph, and
Badass.
I think Chevelle was there. With no one probably knows who Chevelle is anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, that is an awesome lineup, dude.
It was fucking badass. Yeah, it was great to see.
Yeah,
Ozzy.
man.
And Jonathan Davis had this like semi truck converted to a museum, and he had a lot of murderabilia stuff in there. He had like John Wayne Gacy paintings you can go and see. He had his microphone that was designed by H.R. Geiger.
By
that he uses.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, the H.R. Geiger microphone. Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Yeah. There might have been
Yeah,
one other
for sure.
time that I saw. I can't recall because I've seen so many bands so many times, dude. I can't remember. Like I'll be at midnight.
Right,
I'll wake
right.
up and I saw Garbage. That's like what band did I forget?
Yeah.
I have a list. But
Man, okay.
and then talking about the mythos, like behind No More Tears, because remember, like you said, that album, it's addicting. And I remember I would play it over and over. I was in junior high and I told my friend because he was a churchgoer, and I said, "Yeah, I keep playing Ozzy's album," and he goes, "That's because he's possessed by the devil. You need to go to church." So he almost got me to go to church because Ozzy's album, not possessed by the devil, just fucking badass. So don't get confused. If your kids listen to Ozzy, it's okay.
Yeah. Right. Yes, it is. Yeah, it sounds like your kids they're getting schooled up in the right way, man, and having it sounds like they're gonna have a pretty good taste in music, man.
Yeah, I've already taken 2 of my kids to see Iron Maiden a couple of years ago.
Cool.
I did take the younger one. We saw when Metallica's last album came out. They had a listening party at movie theaters throughout the United States, right? And I took them to a listening party in a movie theater to hear the 72 seasons.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hope to take them to
That's cool, man.
concerts, but I'm at the age where it's actually really hard because of social anxiety, and I got bad knees, so I can't stand up for long periods of time.
Right.
The Cure was the last show, but yeah,
they're almost old enough to be able to go on their own, man.
They are. Yeah, at least the older boy's 17.
Drop them off. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but like I say, we're going to go see tonight play. We're seeing Megadeth. Yeah. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta go. They're gonna see shit that I want to see, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But I
guess I got one more Ozzy story.
All right.
I remember I got into reading rock biographies, man.
Yeah.
It's something that it's one of my favorite type of genres of literature. I've read a whole bunch of them.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Early on, one of the ones I read was it's called The Dirt, and it's written by Motley Crue.
Yes.
And Motley Crue toured with Ozzy when when he first started coming to the States, he was solo and everything. And they have a pretty crazy story about how they used to try to party each other out. You know what I mean? Out party, Ozzy. And they have this story about where they were out and they'd been doing lines of coke and drinking and stuff. And they were out in Vegas kicking it, along by the pool. And there was a big line of ants on the ground, and Ozzy snorted a line of ants. And Motley Crue was like, dude, there's no way you can out-party Ozzy because that's no snorting ants.
You know what they did right after that?
What did they do right after that?
I think it's Tommy Lee. And I'm pretty sure this is the same time. So Tommy Lee's taking a piss by the pool. And what was he doing? I know that Ozzy did as well. And then, but Ozzy ended up looking up Tommy Lee's piss. He's like, "Yo, beat this." I was like, "Okay, okay." So he starts licking his piss. And there's an interview that
Ozzy Osbourne, man.
I should send you this interview. There's one where he's had his head shaved, and I don't know if it's for TV. I don't know, probably like a local channel, and he's stoned out of his mind, and he's just sitting there going, he's like grinning, he's doing these funny faces. Then, how's it going, Ozzy? Hi. He goes, hi. You know, he's 5 seats to the wind. And there's many interviews. There's even one where Zach Wilde shaking him by the head goes, "Hey, Ozzy, how's it going? Like, wake up." He's like, "Huh?" You know, yeah. But he's British. How does like Keith Richards is still alive? He did as much drugs and alcohol, but cool. Parkinson's and he had the spinal injury, so it's different. Man, we knew this day was coming when they took that photo. He had a band photo from that same gig, July 5th. They had a bunch of the because they had like a lot of super groups there playing, dude. They had people from Anthrax, you know, Metallica was there. Dickie Lee actually was fucking shredding on guitar, man, with the chick from Hailstorm. What's her name? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, Lizzie Hale.
Yeah, Lizzie Hale was there. And she's all, you know, so they're all behind Ozzy. And when I saw the picture, I'm like, man, these are gonna be the same people at his funeral. It's just, you fucking knew he was gonna die within days. You felt it. And it's sad.
Right.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's hard. I think unless you're an Aborigine, you're a cannibal out there and the lost civilization. Everybody in the world knows Ozzy Osbourne.
Bro, Post Malone did a song with Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, even this young generation, man, they know what's up, man. Ozzy is Ozzy.
Don't get me started on Post Malone. Didn't he like claim like I'm making Ozzy famous? So like, excuse you. I don't think so, dude.
Oh yeah, I didn't know anything about that, but you know what I mean. That's actually a badass song.
Yeah, no, the song is good. It's the way he was. It's like when people were taken back when John Lennon said that there's bigger than the Jesus. You know, it's something when you say something you're like, come on, dude. I don't think so. You did not invent Ozzy Osbourne.
Exactly.
He didn't even reinvent Ozzy Osbourne.
Exactly.
He was always relevant.
It was always relevant. Yeah.
Even watching,
and he's relevant still today.
He's gonna be relevant forever. He's gonna be one of those artists because I always ask my kids, and we have these conversations about, do you think my kid will say, do you think that my singer is gonna, like, 100 years from now, will people know who they are? I'm like, I doubt it. Not as much as like Ozzy or the Beatles,
right?
Elvis Presley. There's certain iconic people that will
absolutely
we're gonna know forever.
Absolutely. Yeah, every single person that I've told today since you told me has been like, no. I mean, that's like literally the response from every single person. Like, no. Like, really?
It's
dude. It's like,
anxiety.
It doesn't matter who you are, man.
Yeah. I feel anxious. Like, I'm listening to a lot of his music. I'm gonna watch some of his documentaries. I got some on DVD still. The Don't Blame Me DVD from back in right after No More Tears came out is a good one. Where it talks about his history.
Right.
Oh, we watched the Osbourne still. I remember watching that live.
Yeah, dude, it's a great show. I've seen a couple episodes, but dude, for the rest of the day, I'm going to be listening to fans of Ozzy Osbourne on my tablet, and All
right, let's
give it up to the.
Give me
Prince of Darkness.
Top 5 songs or more, but what are your top Ozzy songs?
Oh man, bro.
I know.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
You better be quick.
Okay, it's gonna have to go fast. Yeah, I was gonna say a Sweet Leaf, bro. No Blind, Paranoid, and then you know what I mean. My Mom Coming Home, Crazy Train. Bro, there's so many of them, man.
I know.
I'll tell you the truth. I love them.
I'll tell you, I like Fire in the Sky a lot. I like Breaking All the Rules.
Okay.
No More Tears. Mom, I'm Coming Home's great. Black Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath is my favorite Black Sabbath album. And Spiral Architect, man. Those
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spiral Architect, bro.
One of the
For
greatest
sure.
songs ever written. One of the greatest Black Sabbath songs. It's
I agree. All right, dude. Well, hey, man, it was a pleasure hanging out, man, and memorializing our boy Ozzy.
Yep.
Man, you take care, and I'll call you soon, brother.
Take care. Thanks, Neil.
Might get through it. And that's what I had.
And that right here.
And you know, Tam, Mark,
And this is
Boneyard,
just a bit of
every
a
time we lose someone like this,
Ozzy's Boneyard talking.
whether it's Vinny or Ronnie or Peter Steele.
All right, everybody, thank you for listening to the BFF Jeff and Neil show. We love Ozzy Osbourne. I think someone wants to say.
Love Ozzy Osbourne.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.